And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, man. What is up out there, everybody? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Woo, episode number 165, bro. Woo, what's going on?
Oh, not much, man. Another Sunday afternoon.
Sunday. Hey, happy Sunday out there if you're joining us on YouTube, or if audio, it would be Tuesday.
Right.
But hey,
either
how's it
way,
going?
it's Thanksgiving's over. And
Yes.
now we all got to face reality.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the post-Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, and if you have stepped on a scale at all today, bad mistake.
or this weekend or anything. Yeah. At the end of the weekend.
Because we all ate so much, I'm sure. I know I did. And I'm not done. I think my mom's got so much food left, I think that's what I'm having later.
Lovely. Yes. The post-Thanksgiving episode, which he's right. You ate a lot. You drank a lot. I mean, we both did. Obviously,
yes.
That's what we do.
Yeah, if you watched the Thursday night game.
Oh, yeah, our Thursday night stream was, I was feeling pretty good after that. To be honest, I don't remember the ending.
Yeah, it was it's one of those, bro. It was one of those.
So. Yeah, so, if you didn't join us on Thursday, we hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. Obviously, if you were off work for the either 4-day weekend, a lot of people take that Friday off post, the Black Friday after Thanksgiving. You take that off, obviously, because it connects to the weekend. You just had Thanksgiving. Some people can't, but I'm just saying, if you're like me, I had the week off, and I'm quite depressed today knowing that tomorrow's back to reality, as you said, and at least 3 weeks of normalcy before the Christmas week hits, which is crazy to think about. We're 3 weeks from Christmas.
Man, November flew by, dude. I'm still trying to think, where did it go?
Yeah, it's December 1st.
And the end of the year does that, I think. Yeah, it just happens.
It flies.
In a flash, dude. Because, all these holidays pop up, and anytime you're off work, that's when time just flies by like it's nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my God. Speaking of that, so my week or whatever, obviously last Sunday we recorded and partied, I think. This week was a blur. I'm just going to put it that way. But what I did, though, is one of the things I did was I watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but the extended versions.
Yeah.
Those are all over 4 hours, bro. Like, the last one's 4 hours and 24 minutes.
Yeah.
I knocked those out, bro.
Yeah, those are great, man. I was going to do that this week, but I didn't get to.
Oh, man. It was actually glorious, bro. And those extended versions of those movies are amazing, by the way.
Right.
I'm going to throw it up there as the best trilogy of all time.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good one.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It's above Star Wars for me. I don't care.
Nice. Yeah, no.
The original trilogy, by the way. I'm not talking about this new shit that they're doing.
Right, yeah, that one's not.
Those don't count. But, yeah, that's what I did. One of the things. Now, I will say that if you do that takes up pretty much the majority of your day, almost.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared
Just
over there.
2 of those is a work day, bro.
I know, man. I was like, holy shit, these are long movies, man.
You got to watch one, take your lunch break, and then watch the second one, and the
Yeah.
day's over.
I was just like, all right, see you guys later.
Right.
Yeah. No, it was great. But, Thanksgiving was good. Audio listeners out there, like I said, you didn't join us. We both had a great Thanksgiving. A lot of family time, obviously, and all that good stuff. So hopefully you did as well. Everybody stayed safe out there. And as we mentioned, moving into December, the weather is also cooling off tremendously here. We've been at night sometimes in the 35 degrees. And
yeah, it's been cooler. Nice, man. This is the time of year I like the most, man. When it cools off, and you got Thanksgiving coming around and Christmas and all that, and so it's the best time of the year for me, bro.
Yeah, man. It's all the decorations are going up. I got the tree up already. Got some little outdoor decorations. We did that. So It's officially Christmas season.
Yes.
So get in the mood. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and all you people are freaks out there if you've had your tree up before Thanksgiving. That should be a crime.
It went up on yesterday, so Saturday. Yeah. So this 2 days after Thanksgiving. Well, that's acceptable.
Just me growing up, man. We always waited till the day after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Then you put the tree up, and then it comes down after the New Year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
that's 100% accurate.
But I mean, people November 1st, I was seeing posts of trees and stuff up. I'm like, slow down.
Yeah. Hey, don't pass up Thanksgiving.
Right.
You know, there's 2 holidays there. Don't pass it up. Okay.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
I did not.
Okay.
I fell asleep in my chair like 3 times during the day.
Yeah. So that's a good point.
I was pretty hungover because of the Thursday night stream, but I haven't done Black Friday in forever. Like tomorrow is the day. Like the Cyber Monday thing is usually what I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true,
bro. Ever since Amazon's come around, especially with 2-day shipping, I'm like, all right, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's no reason to go.
I think the last, I don't know, I can't tell you how many years. Ever since Amazon Prime was coming, that has been happening. I've been like, I haven't been to a store to buy a gift in years.
I know. I don't know. You're crazy if you still do it.
Yeah, now especially Black Friday shit. Like, yeah, if it's still wild out there, I haven't seen many videos, which used to. There's videos posted all the time with those people running all it's trampling people and shit. I'm like, yeah, you're not catching me out there.
I'm sure if I looked, we could probably find it.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
but yeah, my mom came yesterday or Friday for a little bit, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna do some Black Friday shopping. Can I pick up Lexi, take her with us? And I was like, sure. And I was like, I'm not going. I'm not going. Mm-mm. And so they went and just to this little mall this outlet mall close to me.
Yeah.
And Lexi, I was like, how was it? And Lexi was telling me, my daughter, she was telling me, she's like, it took us like 30 minutes to find a parking spot. It was so busy. I'm like, yeah, it's still Black Friday.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing it.
And I'm not doing it because you know why, bro? First of all, I don't like that, like just not being able to park. And then second of all, I can't stand that amount of people around me.
Dude, when I go to my grocery store when it's busy, I'm fucking mad immediately. Yeah. I walk in and I'm already looking at there's like 5 people on. I'm like, fuck this place. I'm all mad.
As soon as you get in there, bro,
I don't even want to go shop. I'd like turn around and leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not that hungry.
Yeah.
I don't need groceries.
I'm just going to starve this week.
Yeah. But I get so mad because when there's a lot of people around, I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah. Dude, I'm the same way. I can't do it anymore. And yeah, I mean, Amazon is the way to go.
Yeah, I've done that for so many years now, and it's never going to stop.
Never.
I'm never going back to the old ways, bro.
Nah.
Hopefully that internet is not a fad and it goes away.
Amazon's so great because where my location is, I get it either same day or next day, no problem, everything.
Yeah, you got a huge warehouse not too far from here.
Right here, dude. It's crazy. It's either same day or next day.
Yeah,
free shipping.
Well, for me too, it's gotten better because of that warehouse.
Oh, I bet.
Just sometimes I get it the very next day. Yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten anything same day, but yeah, one day for sure.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's wild. So yeah, there's no other. So yeah, this next 3 weeks is basically there's going to be Amazon package after Amazon package at my door.
Yeah,
and that's just the way it is. Actually, I got one coming in like tomorrow, I think.
It doesn't get better than that, dude. It's just I mean, you don't have to leave your house.
Exactly. Well, speaking of just the Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving, and all of that, I was going to take my daughter out to the movies to see Moana 2 because that came out. That is rocking and rolling in the box office, bro. Every showing that I looked at it didn't matter the day. Friday, well, I wasn't going on Friday.
Yeah.
I did not feel good on Friday.
There's way too many people out there on a Friday after Thanksgiving, just driving around, and everywhere's packed.
And I was just hungover all day.
That's another thing.
I ain't going to the movie theaters.
That's the way I was, bro. I was just laid up. I'm like,
dude, I was. That's the first time in a long time that I saw 3 a.m. on my clock before I was going to sleep, and I was like, oh god, I'm so screwed tomorrow, or today, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
And I was. But anyways, I looked at the showings for yesterday, today, like everything was sold out.
Yeah.
The movie's making a ton of money out there at the theaters. And, I mean, I knew it would.
Yeah.
That's a Disney animated sequel to the first one, which was really good. I did take her to see the first one in theaters a long time ago when it came out. And, that thing's rock and roll. That's about the only way The Rock can get a big, huge box office hit, bro, is if he's doing something like that for Disney.
Yeah, exactly.
Because his other stuff is not.
No.
Not at all.
No, unless it's like the Jumanji.
Yeah.
Maybe something with Kevin Hart. Usually those do pretty well.
He's in Jumanji.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's true. So yeah. Anyways, just wanted to mention that real quick. And I did see as well something that I wanted to talk to you about that just caught my attention that I had to see, or I had to tell you, and everybody out there that listens to us as well. We might have another horror film that we need to see next year out there. This may be along the same lines of Terrifier, but not really, because it's not. I don't know. Anyways, this is called. I think everybody's familiar with the old character back in the days, Popeye.
Oh yeah.
This is called Popeye the Slayer Man.
What the fuck? Popeye the Slayer Man?
Not the Sailor Man, Slayer
Man. Oh god. What the fuck?
So so apparently this is remember they did a horror film on like Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a thing now. I guess they're doing this for some classic characters.
Well, those characters are so old now. I think they're like losing their like trademark stuff.
And that might be true.
And like people are like able to make shit that's like kind of parody like that without getting like cease and desist from, because it's been so long or whatever.
Right. This already has a trailer out there. Nice. If you want to go check that Red Band trailer out. This is so here's the premise of this story out here that we may want to go watch. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's going to come out in 2025. That's all I know. The film follows a group of friends who sneak into an abandoned spinach factory, of course, to film a documentary on the legend of the Sailor Man who is said to haunt the factory and the local docks.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll recognize any of the cast. I don't recognize any of the names.
All right.
So there may be some, good opportunities for some people to make a name for themselves, maybe, depending on if it blows up, right?
Right. Yeah, because that's what happened with Terrifier.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Exactly.
Got a huge cult following.
So producer Jeff Miller says, we can't wait for audiences to get a load of this gory and scary version of Popeye. We went old school and focused on using real practical effects and not relying on CG for the gore. So that is right up Terrifier's alley.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably low budget too, so that's probably why.
It probably is, yeah. They are talking with very enthusiastic and interested buyers now. So I'm guessing probably somebody to maybe distribute the film around. So it looks like these kids go into the spinach factory. That's real original. And get terrorized by Popeye the Slayer Man.
Sounds like it's a bad idea to go into that factory, guys.
I don't think I'm going to go into a spinach factory.
An abandoned one, for that matter. I'm not going to any abandoned thing ever.
That's so true. I'm not either.
Hey, Leaf, you want to go to this abandoned? No, I'm out.
I know, man.
Abandoned what? No, I don't care what it is.
This is actually kind of funny because this is actually labeled as a raunchy horror.
Oh, okay. So they're like probably hanging out trying to fuck each other in the spinach factory or
maybe
something.
I don't know, but either that or this guy is just basically like doing what Art the Clown does and just brutally murdering these kids,
right.
and they show everything with the practical effects, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah,
they're probably trying to follow that model because like I said, Terrifier 3's gotten a lot of fucking cult following, so people are like, oh man, maybe we should do that.
I haven't watched the trailer for this. I just know that it's out there. So if you do want to go watch it, apparently it's out there. But I definitely want to know. First of all, as I said, I haven't watched it. I don't know if Popeye the Slayer Man talks in the trailer or not. I just want to know if he's like the old voice. Well, blow me down. I'd be like, Jesus, this movie's amazing.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
Because Robin Williams did remember that back in the day?
Yeah, the live action one. Yeah.
Which he can do any voice.
Yeah.
Could do any voice. I guess.
Dude, I've seen pictures. I don't know if it's still there, but that whole set that they filmed that on is like still up there. It's like kind of an abandoned thing. The whole set that they did where it's next to where I don't know where they filmed it at, but I just remember seeing the pictures. Like this set was built for Popeye, the Robin Williams Popeye movie, and it's still there, just sitting there.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
And that was what's her name was Olive Oil, right?
Yeah,
from
the girl from The Shining. We just Shelley Duvall. Yeah,
yeah. She didn't do too much after The Shining because of the experience she had with the director, right?
Yeah. She said he worked her over hard, and she got basically quit acting. I think she did some roles after that, but it was very, very little.
Yeah, very, very little.
She was not interested in acting after that.
Well, let me just put it this way, bro. She's not exactly a smoke show. That could have got a lot of roles.
Right.
I mean, at least I didn't think so. And maybe people out there do. I'm just going off my opinion.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyways, we'll check it out, I think. This is going to be interesting. Popeye the Slayer, man. Look out for that one.
I'm going to have to watch that trailer and check it out.
Yeah, I actually will. I have to as well. I didn't want to yet. I wanted to talk about it, and then we'll check it out and see see when it's going to release. Hopefully, I would think somewhere September, October of next year. But we'll see. There you go. Check it out. I am.
Hell yeah, bro.
Fuck it. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Talk about our boy out there that we got good news for this past week on his health related issues.
So I don't know what episode it was, but we talked about him because he came out and said that he had been battling cancer for a while, and then his doctors had told him that it's done. Like he's got like 2 years to live. There's nothing they can do, and then. I haven't looked too far into it, but he did post on his Instagram. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm just letting y'all know I'm cancer free now," and so everything's good, dude. Like he was only given like 2 years to live. He's 67 years old, and in 2023 is when he said he was privately battling it since like 2015.
That's wild.
And they found a tumor on his liver. It was too large to remove, and other large tumors on his lungs, stomach, spine, and kidneys. At the time, he was given 2 or 3 years. So did this shit just disappear? Like, what happened?
Well, I mean, they have obviously the treatments that they can do, and
it says here Lundgren sought a second opinion and began treatment that resulted in his tumor shrinking by 20 to 30% within mere months. Wednesday, November 27th, Lundgren has said that the last tumor removed from his body and says he's cancer free. So that's awesome, actually.
Yeah, that is.
To go from like 2 years to live to not having cancer at all is pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about advances in modern science.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. Can't wait to see Expendables 18.
Yeah, I was going to say, now he obviously, you said he's 67?
67, yeah.
So he'll probably still do some acting. I don't know if he's able to move around much anymore, but...
That must have been some huge surgeries to get like 9 fucking tumors or something, whatever it was.
Yeah. But that's amazing to hear. Maybe Stallone will put him in Expendables 20 or whatever we're on on that one. I lost track. I'll be honest. I lost track of that.
Yeah, there's so many of them, dude.
Yeah.
I think I've seen I think I've seen the first. I don't even know if I've seen the second one. I probably need to fire them up.
I've only seen the first one. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
And it got stupid where I was just like, God, every action star ever is in these.
And the things that happen in those movies, I'm like, this would never happen.
Yeah, of course, bro. That's just like Fast and the Furious.
But I get it. Yeah, it's like, it's entertainment. Just for like an hour and a half for you to just sit there and be like, oh, and watch it.
All my favorite action stars from the 80s are in this.
Yeah, exactly.
80s and 90s, yeah. Has Hulk Hogan been in one of those yet? We got to get him in there.
I don't think he has
been in. But come on, bro.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised he hasn't. I think 50 Cent was in the last one. I'm like,
okay, well, he's not really an action star.
Right. I was like, but they're just throwing that guy in there, I guess. All right.
Why wasn't he?
They're sticking anybody now.
Why wasn't he in the club, bro?
Right.
That's where he belongs.
Yeah, that's where he is. That's where he came from, bro.
Go.
Anyways,
hey, good news though. One of our action stars that we grew up with in Rocky IV, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If he dies,
Drago.
he dies.
Yeah, man. Cal Drago, bro, is gonna live a little bit longer than 2 years, apparently.
Throw the damn towel.
Probably the best boxing movie of all time, bro.
Rocky IV?
Rocky IV, dude.
Okay. I like it, obviously.
Yeah.
That's whenever he's out there in the snow, right? Running around training.
Yeah, he has to go to Russia to train.
Oh,
bro.
That's right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all training out in the snow, running and stuff, pulling like sleds and shit. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, and then Drago's in like a high fucking technical like facility getting jacked up on steroids.
He's all fucking, they got like 50 wires on him and shit. And he's just like running, sprinting on a treadmill. And they're like, the scientists behind him with their clipboards.
And Rocky's carrying logs around and shit. I'm like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, he's like training the old school way. I'm like, man, he's going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, this guy's carrying rocks and shit over his back. I'm like, what is this?
He's over there like totally on steroided up and in this facility, in the modern science facility. It's not going to go well for Rocky.
Oh, man. Talia Shire, too, man. She was like, you can't win. Johnny. He's all, and then he gets in his car and that song, bro. The keyboard, it's great, dude.
Oh yeah, that's so awesome, bro. Yeah, that's so 80s, bro.
I know, it's the perfect fucking 80s movie, dude.
It is, dude. Oh man. Well, hey, shout out to our boy Dolph.
Yeah,
We love you, man. I'm glad to hear that. That's good news, bro.
yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah, we're getting tired of these RIP segments of all our homies, bro.
Speaking of that,
Yeah, we do have another one. You might not know this guy's name, but he's in the movie business, been in the movie business forever. His name's Jim Abrahams. If you don't know the name, if you look him up and see what he's done, if you're kind of around our age, you've definitely watched these movies when you were a kid and you laughed your balls off. So he's filmmaker, director, writer, executive producer. That's his big thing. He has a few acting credits, but it's nothing major. So, but he directed and wrote the movie Airplane. It's kind of these parody movies.
yeah.
He also wrote and directed Hot Shots. Yeah.
Oh,
And Hot Shots Part 2.
Dude, those two movies are great, and
Yeah.
that's literally my comedy.
Yeah. He was some of the sequels of The Naked Gun he wrote and executive producer. Naked Gun 2.5, he was only an executive producer, stuff like that. So, and then his last thing that he did was Scary Movie 4. He wrote that one. He didn't direct it though, but he wrote the script for that one. So you've probably seen some of those movies and laughed your ass off. Hell of a writer, and he directed some of those movies. So Jim Abrahams, 80.
Man, that is tough to go to see one of the legends go down to that wrote and did a lot of our comedies that we grew up with.
Yeah. Those were fucking hilarious too, by the way. Those are ones that you could still like, especially Airplane, man. You can watch that today and you still laugh so hard because
I still have Hot Shots.
yeah, and Hot Shots, God, that was funny. I remember that was like the first, because I was super young. I was like a preteen maybe, and I remember watching that and I just was laughing my ass off so bad.
Yeah,
And that chick in that movie was hot, and I was like, yeah. So I started like jerking off, bro.
yeah, of course. and Hot Shots Part 2
Yeah.
was even better, bro. I think I like that one better actually. I think
Yeah.
that's about
Yeah.
because they're like got Saddam Hussein parody on that. They're going over there to get Saddam Hussein basically.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious,
It's
dude.
fucking great, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was 80, but he did die from leukemia. That he was like, he had leukemia for like 20 years, so that, I mean, kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah.
It actually went into remission at one point, but it came back. But 80 years old, still a long time to live.
Yeah, that is a very long time to live.
R.I.P. Jim Abrahams, and thanks for the laughs.
That's not fun to talk about,
No,
but yeah, we do it because we have to. Pay our respects to the legends out there, bro,
that's right.
that are always giving us laughs and movies and all that fun stuff. So, R.I.P., sir. We'll see you down the road. Hopefully, he gave his scripts to like anything that he wrote to like Adam Sandler or something. Make sure you turn those into some funny stuff. Maybe
Right.
the script for Happy Gilmore 2 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. But we need to make sure of that because I'm still scared of Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know what to expect on that. I don't know when it's coming out, but I know that they were filming it and they're, I think, already done with it.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm a little scared of that one because, first of all, Adam Sandler movies have gone way downhill since I don't know when. What was his last good one?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe that I did like the Do-Over on Netflix. That was pretty funny with him and David Spade.
Oh yeah, that one was good. I remember that.
But it was more raunchy.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, there we go.
And that the first murder, I haven't seen the Murder Mystery 2 one, but the first one was okay too. The one with Jennifer Aniston and him.
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
It was just okay. It didn't blow me away or anything, but yeah, man. Well, his serious roles are starting to be like way better than his comedies now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100% agree because that basketball movie was really good
Yeah, I did like that one.
that he had done.
But like straight comedy from him has not been super good, man, in a long time.
No.
So
Agreed, man. So we'll see. Also, they already had. What's weird about that too, by the way, real quick, they already had Ben Stiller on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and they already like put out a picture that he was reprising his roles, that Hal guy from the Happy Gilmore, the first one, the orderly guy.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, so it's not a secret.
Right.
And I was like, come on,
well, I
man.
remember seeing like a picture on Twitter or X or whatever, maybe too, a while back, but I don't.
Yeah, no, it had him on Tonight Show, and Jimmy Fallon put up the picture and everything. He's and you reprised your role as also. He talked about it, and I'm like, okay, can we not spoil the fucking movie before it comes out? Jeez. I mean, of course you'd expect that, but maybe you just leave it in the dark.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, and I know Travis Kelce's in this, so it's,
that's scary.
Something I'm not looking forward to.
That's what I'm scared of, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways. Okay. Moving on real quick to some just a little thing that I had here that hit my wavelengths, if you will. I'm curious if anybody out there has ever heard of this guy who I never have. It's not my type of music. Let's put it that way. Have you ever heard of the rapper? I guess that's what you throw him under. Dave Blunts.
Dave Blunts.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with his work.
He's apparently a rapper out here, and again, I do not know who this is. This just came over my X feed, and I thought it was hilarious. First of all, when you see this guy, he looks like he's probably 400, 500 pounds.
Oh, wow.
At least. He was performing the other day at an event in Chicago, a concert, Juice World Day. I don't know what that is either. Once again,
familiar.
It's not my type of music, so I'm not going to know. Anyways, he's performing on stage. In order to perform, they have to put a couch in the middle of the stage because he has to sit.
Yeah, that's probably why he's 400, 500 pounds.
Now, the other thing that they rolled out with him on stage and he was hooked up to was an oxygen tank.
What are you doing, bro?
Yeah. So I guess something had happened before as well with Snoop Dogg, who said, lay off the chicken wings or something like that to this guy. So while this guy was performing, here, I'll just play the audio real quick because it's not long or anything. This is what he sounds like and what he said to Snoop Dogg on stage as he's performing, which I don't understand because he's right because you are so fat.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a couch to perform, bro, it's pretty bad.
And an oxygen tank.
And an oxygen thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of need breath to perform.
This is what he said.
Chicago, do y'all have a problem with me sitting down on this stage? Yeah. Exactly. Get the fuck off my dick, Snoop Dogg. I bought her a chain, I bought her a bag, I made her everything.
So I don't know any of that song, but yeah, he's apparently got a problem with Snoop Dogg telling him, lay off the chicken wings, bro.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Now, let's just put it this way. If this guy doesn't change his ways or anything like that, he's dead within 5 years.
Yeah.
Because this is the human version of The Whale, the movie The Whale, which was fake, but this is the actual thing right here.
Yeah.
He's morbidly obese, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. And I was like, good God.
Dude, if you need an oxygen tank just to move around.
Yeah, he's
that's
sitting on
bad.
stage, and there's an oxygen tank on that, like old people have to have because they're old.
Yeah.
But it's like he's hooked up to it with the nose thing, and he's over here performing, singing. And I'm like, that should be a red flag there for somebody.
Yeah, you might want to start getting healthy.
Go to Ozempic.
Yeah.
But fuck them. They ruined
Or
Lainey Wilson's ass.
Yeah, fuck them. But if, he probably has enough money where he can get, a surgery done, like the stomach
I would
staple
imagine.
thing.
Yeah, I would imagine. Have you ever heard of those people that do that, though, that they end up just still eating and stretching it back out?
Yeah, I have.
I'm like, dude, you wasted so much money.
Well, dude, I know somebody who had the whole thing taken out. They didn't staple it or put a band on it.
Wow.
She was explaining it to me. She's like, it's just a tube that goes straight down. So she can't eat very much at all ever again in her life. Yeah.
I don't want to get to that point because I like food.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I like food. So I eat shitty every once in a while and then I just get healthy and lose the weight.
Imagine having that and never being able to eat into a badass American cheeseburger.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I'm not. I need that.
No, I'm not doing it, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm that big, you got to, or you're gonna die.
Yeah.
can't-
I mean, that's true.
You can't be that big, dude.
There's no way this guy can stay what he looks like now and keep going.
Yeah.
It's just not possible.
No, the heart's gonna stop.
God,
at some
imagine,
point.
bro, being that rich though, and you have there's a hot chick that's next to him. Apparently, that's his thing. Or imagine being that rich, bro, and it still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the hot chick's all over you because you got money.
Right.
Oh,
And that's the only reason, dude.
of course.
I don't want to hear from her, by the way, because she's gonna say it's not, but it is.
Yeah, I agree. No, you're dead right. So yeah, he went after Snoop Dogg apparently, bro. So maybe we'll keep an eye on this feud.
Yeah.
But he can't catch Snoop Dogg. I know
Hopefully nobody comes up dead, bro.
All Snoop Dogg has to do is say some shit to his face and then just jog away because he can't do it.
Apparently he needs a couch to sit on.
Yeah. Somebody's got to wheel him in a wheelchair, bro.
Yeah.
Just like Charlie from The Whale.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, dude.
That's bad.
This is a fucked up world. I know that.
It is.
Okay. I'm ready to move on to sports, bro.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, we have our first big thing coming out of the MLB offseason, unfortunately. So we know that free agency is going on. We talked about what our Rangers were up to, just sending out contract offers for these guys that are arbitration eligible on their team, so they won't hit free agency. They agreed with 2 players. Obviously, we're still waiting on the other 3. They're probably negotiating as you can do up to the arbitration date.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they don't go to arbitration, but you never know. I don't think the Rangers have done that in like 20 years, bro.
Yeah, gone to an actual hearing.
Yeah, gone to an actual hearing with a player. But
Sometimes it's an advantage because you actually you don't pay as much.
yeah,
But I mean, I know you'd rather be on good terms and like not have to go to that kind of situation.
yeah, you don't want to go to court. It kind of gets nasty.
Yeah.
Because each side has their lawyers, and you're just kind of like, well, fuck this team, bro. They don't think I'm worth this.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't really want to do that. Reach a deal, please, with those guys. But anyways, our first big fish, I will say, out there on the market has gone early this year instead of waiting till after spring training like last year.
That's because he got rid of his agent.
Yeah. So Blake Snell, who, again, like I said last year, did not sign with anybody until after spring training, signed like a 2-year, $62 million deal with the San Francisco Giants. But he had an opt-out after the first year, which he did opt out of. And so that made him a free agent. He has signed now officially a 5-year deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers, of all teams, of course. 5 years, $182 million deal.
I heard that a lot of that's deferred.
It's
like,
a
just like
deferred fucking deal again because this is what the Dodgers are doing, bro.
So they're just fucking their future, basically, because after Ohtani's contract's over, that's when they're paying the most money.
Yeah, I don't understand how
Like
this is going
$30
on.
million a year for him to probably not play on your team because he's going to be almost 40 at that point.
Yeah, this deal features $52 million signing bonus and includes deferred money. And again, it says like something that's becoming more common throughout throughout Major League Baseball, especially with the Dodgers, as we know.
Mm-hmm.
My question to you, first of all, by the way, because they signed Blake Snell, this rotation is insane. They're getting Ohtani back pitching.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yamamoto is over there. Tyler Glasnow. With Blake Snell. So now obviously injuries happen in baseball, but this rotation is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
They just won the World Series.
Yeah.
They apparently money is not, it doesn't matter to the Dodgers. They don't care.
Well, that's the franchise that wants to win, apparently. So
Yeah. Question to you now, because of this and the way the Dodgers are doing this shit, does MLB officially need to throw in a salary cap and put it into this shit where one team like the Yankees or the Dodgers, obviously in the markets that have the most money,
right.
so they cannot do this and stack their teams and everything kind of evens out. Kind of like the NFL with the salary cap. The NFL is a very, I know the Chiefs have won 2 in a row or whatever, but for the most part, the salaries, everybody kind of has to line up the same way. It does go up because of the revenue and all.
Right, yeah, because, it all changes. Money gets, But, man, I don't know.
MLB, salary cap? A lot of people are saying that out there.
Maybe. But I don't think you should be able to do what they're doing. With
Like
the
defer the
deferred-
money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to hurt them in 10 years, for sure. 'Cause just the Ohtani contract alone is going to hurt you. Because what if he doesn't come back to your team? You know what I mean? After that 10 years. You're paying him $30 million.
I mean, I think at that point he's probably done.
right,
Maybe.
well, I think he's going to be, what, like
He'll be like 38.
39 or something?
Yeah, 38, 39.
So then you're paying a guy to be retired, and that's going $30 million against your budget or whatever. Which,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah, 'cause
if you're
what-
LA, I guess if you're that owner, he clearly doesn't give a fuck.
What was that? What was he getting per year? Like something small.
$2 million.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
$2 million, and then everything else was deferred.
That's for the whole 10-year contract, and then after that is
All the money.
They pushed it out to another 10 years, and it's
Yeah.
going to be like, I think it's like $30 million a year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's so stupid.
That is.
That's like the Mets. You're going to be the Mets pretty soon.
Yeah.
So,
But in that 10-year period, if you get 4 or 5 World Series, is it worth it?
I mean, yeah, well, yeah, I would say yes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was hoping, like the Rangers one would do, is try to make a franchise out of this thing, because you had the offensive players in place. You just needed to keep your pitching staff kind of, working guys in and out and whatever. But clearly our owner doesn't give a fuck, because he doesn't want to spend the money anymore.
Well, the fucking they keep bringing up the TV money,
That's a goddamn excuse, bro.
and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm sure the Dodgers have I haven't looked into that. I'm sure they have some sort of deal, or are going to get one. I don't know, but
Well,
the Rangers got to come up with something and make advertising and everything. I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, they're gonna get a deal. So what are you fucking worried about?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like we're not going to be able to watch our team play.
Yeah. If not, then that's the biggest fuck up of all time.
I still am on the board of like, man, set up your own shit.
Yeah, like
And
the
then-
victory thing, like the Stars are doing.
Yeah, and then just advertisers, bro,
Yeah.
and make money off of this shit, dude. You don't have a middleman at that point. It's just direct revenue to you. You know what I mean? That's what I say. But that's the first big fish out there on the MLB market that kind of they did also extend another player that they had. So the Dodgers are already out there spending cash, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna try to build like some sort of franchise over there, like a dynasty.
That's what we were told too, by the way, by Ray Davis and Chris Young, that like we're set up to win for a while. And I'm like, okay, but you still have to spend money
Yeah.
in baseball. The way that the game is set up right now, with no salary cap or anything,
Yeah.
if you want to play base, you want to get these players, you have to spend money. We know that. All
Yeah.
the top payrolls are in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's it. With the exception of every once in a while, one of those teams will make it through but it's rare,
Yeah.
So, yeah, you spent a lot of money on Seager, Simeon, DeGrom, and all that, but you can't just stop.
Right.
I mean, you just can't. Otherwise, you're just not going to – I mean, you're one and done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fear that we'll see what they do, obviously, the rest of the offseason. It's not over by any means, but all signs point towards Evaldi not coming back when these guys are getting this deal. Now, Snell has won a Cy Young. Obviously, Evaldi has not.
Evaldi's going to get
He's going to get 25 mil a year, I bet.
Yeah, he's going to get somewhere in between 20 and 25, and they're not going to pay him that. Rangers aren't.
I will be shocked if they do that.
No, that puts him over that's going to put him over the thing.
That's
that
true.
Tax.
Yeah,
already.
and
Just
he
for
wants
one
to-
guy, 20 million.
Yeah, he wants to get under the tax so he doesn't get penalized because they've already been over two years in a row. Every year you keep going over, you pay more.
Yeah.
Some owners that, like the Dodgers, just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yankees just don't give a fuck.
Pay the penalty, dude, if you're going to win baseball games. You're going to get more money if you have a team that's going to compete, because you're going to make a ton of money at the fucking stadium, which you had to that World Series year. It's packed every fucking game.
Every game. But yeah, our billionaire owner doesn't want to pay the tax, which I want to say that again. Billionaire owner.
Right.
He's got billions of dollars,
Yeah.
and he's worried about a TV deal.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know, blows my mind.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if you're an owner of a team, you're not going to make any money unless you win. And the only way you're going to win is if you go out and spend and get the players that are good enough to get you a fucking World Series.
Yep.
That I've heard Mark Cuban says it all the time. He's like, yeah, if we're not winning, it's just a hobby. It's not a money maker for me or whatever. Which he's probably. I mean, I don't know if that's fucking real, but
I mean, probably. I mean, he's always. I've never seen him shy away from. I mean, NBA has a salary cap and everything. They have the same sort of tax thing.
yeah.
But I've never seen him shy away from getting anybody. I've seen him make trades and sign
Yeah.
people. So I don't know.
So, but I mean, that's the only way, dude. Like, you're gonna have to get traffic to your feet. You have to put a good product on the field, and people are gonna show up. You know what I mean? It's that.
Yeah, I mean, you got your new $2 billion stadium, so you're supposed to pack them in during the summer all the time. Which I mean, I think attendance has been fine. But you're right. I mean, think about winning more and more, then people are gonna go, dude,
Yeah.
all the time. I went to a lot of games this year. Of course,
I
I go every year, but I'm just saying I went to a lot of games.
Yeah. Just those one and done fucking owners. I can't stand it.
Yeah, that pisses me off too.
Yeah.
That's kind of Mark Cuban, actually.
You're right. Well, it's like I would hate to be back when the Florida Marlins won it. Do you remember that when they won?
Oh,
the
they
World
blew
Series?
their team
and
up.
then they got rid of everybody. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck it, and then they got their payroll the next year was like $38 million. I'm like, well, yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed that World Series. That's the only one you're getting.
The only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. And we'll talk obviously more with the Ranger stuff going on because we've got the free agency in full swing, especially winter meetings. I think are coming up this month,
Yeah,
mid-December, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff tends to happen around there because you have
Trades
all the
and-
GMs
yeah,
in
a lot of
one
signings.
hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, trades happen.
Agents there like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think aren't the winter meetings here in DFW? I'm pretty sure they are.
No
Actually,
idea, man.
yeah, I think they are.
Could be.
Yeah, I might have to go down there and talk to Chris Young and be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
Don't let Evaldi go anywhere else, bro." And fuck Ray Davis, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Fuck his billions.
Yeah. He's not going to sign that check though. So
Well, he's getting old.
yeah.
So what's he gonna do after that? Is what I want to know.
Right.
You know? I mean, he's getting up there, bro. He could
Yeah.
barely lift the goddamn World Series trophy. And I was like, somebody take it away from Ray
Yeah, I
Davis.
remember when I
Drop
saw it, I was like, God, because you don't see him very much because he's not like a other owner that's in DFW that's always on TV. I was like, oh my
wish
God, I
somebody
haven't, I haven't seen this guy forever. Golly, he got so old.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. So we'll see, man. But again, the Dodgers look like they're just going to pay for their World Series and just dominate because, dude, that's a fucking disgusting rotation.
Yeah, I mean, good luck with that. If you're in the National League, fuck.
Yeah.
It,
And they already proved that they can win. I mean, they won the World Series.
yeah,
so.
I mean, and getting Ohtani like that, I was like, oh, yeah, they could do it.
That's why I would have paid anything and everything to have that guy on my team, dude. I would have done anything and everything. And the
Yeah.
Rangers, first of all,
And you Rangers fans out there that were saying not to trade Leiter for him, I'm like, just trade anybody they fucking want for
Yeah,
him.
I
He's the
would've.
best baseball player in the fucking world, and he just proved that last year. And he wasn't even pitching.
yeah,
Now when you got him back pitching, I mean, it's going to be disgusting.
yeah.
Like you said.
What an unfortunate thing. Dude, the Rangers should have done exactly what the Dodgers did.
Yeah,
Just defer the fucking money and worry about it later.
right.
Jesus Christ.
If you got Ohtani for that long, you're going to win some championships, I think.
Dude, he's proved that he can just crush the ball. He crushes
Except-
the ball.
I don't know how the Angels have not won one with Trout and Ohtani on the same roster.
Well, that was just piss poor management.
That tells
of
you
the
how bad of a franchise they are.
rest. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, Dodgers getting for 1 year. Like, there's our ring.
Also, they didn't have like a good manager
Yeah.
for a while. I mean,
That's
we'll
true.
see what Ron Washington does, but he ain't got much to work with at the moment.
Not now. Trout's at the end of his career, and yeah, they lost Ohtani, so that's a whole rebuilding situation over there.
Well, Trout got hurt again this year.
Yeah.
Missed a lot of time. Again.
Well, I mean, that's his thing now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he's at the end of his career, so
that sucks for him, dude.
yeah.
Being one of the best players ever.
Yeah, you want to see that guy in the postseason. You saw him once, I think.
Yeah, he was in once. Yep. And didn't do good.
He's just like one of the best outfielders of all time, and he's got one playoff thing on his resume. It's
And
bad.
I'm pretty sure they got swept.
Yeah.
And he didn't do
wouldn't.
too great in that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, we'll keep up with obviously the rest of the free agents as they come off the board, and I do hope that they come off the board a lot faster than they did last year. That was so stupid having all those pitchers that weren't signed in spring training.
Yeah.
Dumbest thing of all time, dude. So hopefully, now the other thing real quick just to end on the other thing, Jordan Montgomery did pick up that $23 million player option. Why wouldn't he?
No shit.
He had a shit year.
Yeah.
And even the
Well,
Diamondbacks
it's
owner was just
yeah.
like, this fucking was a mistake.
Well, yeah, because you signed him because he was the same thing with Snell. He was with Boris, who fucked him so hard.
Yeah.
And-
Well, dude, I would go back to and of course Montgomery fired Boris, but
Yeah.
I go back to that where I'm like, if I'm the player, I'm like, bro, fucking tell me what's out there and let's go, man. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking around.
Tell me
anymore.
what they're offering so I can say yes or no to it. When you're getting down to the wire like that, you fucked yourself, and that's what happened with Montgomery for
Yeah.
sure.
So he exercised his player option for 23 million.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a rumor out there that the Diamondbacks are okay with trading him and eating some of that. And I'm like, yo, bring him back here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take him. I know he had a shitty year, but let him have a full offseason in a spring training.
Yeah, get him back with Maddox, bro. Maddox
Exactly.
will fix those fucking problems.
Exactly, bro. He's like, let's take a look at those mechanics, baby.
Yeah, let me get that Vulcan grip on you, and we can take care of everything.
Exactly, bro. Hit those shoulder up, that shoulder rub, and it's like magic, bro.
Yeah,
It's like magic dust.
Mr. Miyagi, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, bro.
Yeah, man.
So we'll keep an eye out on that. But yeah, 5 years, $182 million for Blake Snell. Congratulations to him. I
Yeah.
mean, go get your bag, bro.
Right?
I don't blame you at all. $52 million of that right away.
That's wild.
Except for maybe half of that because you signed in California.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting the whole thing, bro.
That direct deposit was a little light.
Yeah.
I'd call my agent and be like, what the fuck?
He's like, you're in California now,
You
bro.
got fucking taxes out the ass, bro. Good luck. All right, man. Moving on. The NFL Week 13. So obviously this is the Thanksgiving weekend. So the games happen on Thanksgiving Day as well as Black Friday. And then, of course, today on Sunday. So, yeah. Running through the games here. So the first game, as always, is the Lions game. They always play the first game on Thanksgiving. It's a tradition. They played the Chicago Bears at home, of course. Lions end up winning this game 23-20. Lions now sitting pretty, 11-1. And kind of, as we've said, like it looks like everything in the NFC is going to run through Detroit.
Yeah, sounds like it.
They did let them crawl back into this game late, the Bears.
Yeah, they almost actually lost this one, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, it was 16-0 at half, and then going into the fourth quarter, it was 23-7, and so it ended up being 23-20. The Bears kind of came back a little bit, but I don't know how much that is of like the Lions just kind of like, I don't know,
Kind of coasting
maybe a little too soon or something, but they won. They ended up winning this game. Lions 11-1, still sitting on top of the NFC, and that was Leafs Super Bowl pick. And so far, so good. It looks like. And if as I've said, if you have to go to Detroit in the playoffs, that's a tough place to go and win, bro.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, with Dan Campbell having that crowd behind him, bro. That place is Ford Field is loud as fuck.
Yeah.
And those fans have not won shit for a long time, so they're going to be going nuts.
Yeah, they are ready for this. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Last year, NFC Championship, the Lions were on the road. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to go to San Fran, wasn't it? Or,
Yes. I think you're right. Yes. Obviously, yeah, because San Francisco was in the Super Bowl. So yes. Put them flip-flop that, and I think every Detroit player or whatever is going to tell you that it's a whole different ballgame in Detroit, bro.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, they sneak away with the win over the Bears. The Bears, whatever, 4-8. They're obviously not making the playoffs, but that's a mess over there. They fired Eberflus, of course, because he was like, I forgot that I had a timeout. I'm like, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That was the worst piss poor management of the last 40 seconds I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, how are these guys head coaches?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, it was wild. I guess they've never done like one of those kind of. It looks like they never practiced the last second kind of getting up to the ball because they were taking fucking forever. By the way,
Even Romo on the broadcast is like, why are you not calling timeout?
yeah. He was like, "You got to take your time out here. Too much time, and yeah,
And just nothing. And then it came down to the last play that ran out the clock, and it obviously was incomplete. And I'm just sitting there like, and that's the first time the Bears have fired a coach midseason in I think ever. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. So yeah, that was Eberflus is gone, which that was God. I can't believe he lasted as long as he did in Chicago. But my God, how bad is that?
yeah, that's real bad.
That goes to show how poorly ran some of these teams are. If the head coach is fucking stupid and doesn't even remember he has a timeout.
Well, what's wild is that they weren't that far from field goal range to tie it up. So if you hurried up, got online, even if you didn't even call your timeout and you threw it in the middle of the field, then call your timeout.
Yeah.
Because I think they were like 7 yards away from the fucking kicker's range.
Yeah, there was
And I was
about
like,
18 seconds when they were
Yeah.
still ticking down, and
Yeah.
they still hadn't snapped the ball. And I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah, it was so bad. It was the worst thing I've ever seen as far as clock management goes.
Yes. And that's saying something because we've seen some doozies. Brandon Staley has fucking fucked his own team calling a timeout. Mike McCarthy is king of mismanaging games. So, God, as much people that they have in their ear to help them and the headsets and shit, like, how does this happen, man?
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
I would have a guy next to me or something that said, hey, man, make sure that you let me know. Just because I know a head coach is busy. There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
So, but you definitely need to remember that you have a challenge or your timeouts.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would have a guy to help me with the clock. That's his only job.
Yeah.
Help me with the clock.
That's what I remember when Gibbs came back. He actually had a guy like that.
Smart.
Because he'd been out of the league for like 12 years. And so there's some rule changes. Well,
Of
there's
course.
one rule change that even his assistant that was supposed to know, he didn't know because, like, when they used to freeze the kicker and shit all the time?
Yeah.
Well, Gibbs did that twice in a row.
Yeah,
and
you
you
can't
can't
do
do that.
that, no.
he got flagged, and he was looking around like, what the fuck? And then his little assistant guy was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, God.
I guarantee you that guy who's got his ass reamed.
Dude, and here's the thing. That's probably not crazy. I'm sure there's a guy that's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I would have a guy do that. I'd be like, I need a guy.
Yeah.
Just because it is why, obviously, there's a lot going on. Defense
Yeah.
calls, offensive calls. And as a head coach, I want to hear everything.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on.
Well, yeah, and especially if you're a head coach that calls those plays, you're focused on that and what the next play is and all that shit. And so you're like, yeah, there's so much going on. Yeah, like you said. So
Yeah.
it would make sense for to have some guy in the booth or something in your ear saying, "Hey, man, fucking time out."
Yeah. Yep. We got one time. After the play happens, the previous play, be like, we got one timeout. I mean, I know he's trying to call a play and everything, but again, man, I would just have a guy. Just I need you to be able to do that, man. Wow. So shit show there, but the Bears obviously season's over, and so is Eberflus's job. So
Yeah. God, who's going to take over that shit show?
I don't know,
Chicago?
man. I don't know. So, anyways, the next game obviously is always the Dallas Cowboys. They play the second Thanksgiving game. That's been a tradition for so long now. That was the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys, which was a battle of Drew Lock and Cooper Rush, bro. So, not exactly one of the better Thanksgiving games out there to watch, but Cowboys ended up winning this game 27-20. Now 5-7. New York Giants 2-10. Once again, I think Dayball may finish this season, but God, you would think that they would just move on from that. I don't know, but it doesn't look good to me. And again, I think him and the GM should be fired for doubling down so much on Daniel Jones,
Yeah.
who they had to release this year. Now.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're still paying that guy so much money.
Yeah. So you get out of that. The thing that's going to fuck them is that cap money, right?
Yeah.
That dead money.
Yeah.
But
I think it's like 11 million. So that's still a lot of money.
yeah, it's still. I mean, oh God, New York Giants are terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Probably the worst team in the league, actually. So yeah, Drew Lock was playing, which is technically the third quarterback, and he looked like it because he looked terrible because he hasn't played forever.
No. Yeah. He hasn't
Awful.
got a lot of time on the field there.
Yeah. Cooper Rush did Cooper Rush. Basically, just the bus driver didn't have to do anything too crazy because it's the fucking Giants.
Mm-hmm.
This game was pretty piss poor, actually. I mean, it was. You were over here. We were watching it, getting ready for night stream.
very
I was
ugly.
like, this movie, this I almost said this movie. This game is fucking shit.
Yeah.
Again, as a Cowboys fan out there, and I know there's several out there that listen to us. I feel like I feel like the Dallas Cowboys winning 2 in a row is just fucking them on their draft. Because now instead of top 10, we're going to be like 15.
Yeah, you're going to be like middle of the road type pick. So,
And don't listen to Jerry Jones out there, by the way, on the radio on Tuesday morning. You'll see the clips, obviously, of him talking. He's going to talk about how this thing ain't over yet.
Yeah.
We can still get in.
Yeah.
And so you're going to sit there and put all your chips on Cooper Rush in the playoffs. Got it.
Yeah.
And no running game, by the way.
Yeah. For the Cowboys to get in, they need a couple of team planes to crash this weekend. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see it. And the talk of that is, and all the players and coaches have said the same thing. Like, our mentality is win. We got to win out. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You've played 2 division opponents in a row, so congratulations on those W's.
Yeah.
The Giants are the worst team in the league, by the way. They are.
They are, yeah.
And then, of course, the night game was our Thursday night stream. That was the Miami Dolphins at the Green Bay Packers. Had a fun stream. Thanks for hanging out with us if you came by. Packers did end up winning 30-17 in this game. Tua Tagovailoa had 365 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a good game. Jonnu Smith had a big game for the Dolphins as well. So, but the Packers were just too much. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs had a pretty good game. And so, yeah, Packers just too much for the Dolphins, bro. Packers sitting at 9-3. That was my Super Bowl pick, by the way, from the NFC. So that could still happen. And the Dolphins are now 5-7. It does not appear to me that the Dolphins will be in the AFC playoffs again this year.
Yeah.
as they were last year.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. And I don't think they're. But by the way, once again, temperature below 40 degrees. Tua Tagovailoa is now 0 for 8, I believe.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
You can't win in cold weather, bro.
No, they can't win in cold weather. It's pretty bad. And it wasn't even that like super cold. Like it wasn't a late December super ass cold game at Lambeau. It was like I think they said it was like 25.
You're right.
And I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's cold, but
And
as a
there's
player,
just some snow flurries coming. Nothing that's going to affect the game, really, unless you're Miami.
but we saw clips on the sidelines of the Green Bay players just in their regular pads, just sitting over there, and they showed the clips of the Miami players, and they all massive parkas on. They look like they're about to die because they come from Miami where it's 80 degrees every day.
Yeah, I think it was like 80 degrees in Miami at the time of game time. So I'm like, this is a huge fucking difference, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's crazy. 60-something degrees. You're like,
Clearly a problem though now, because as we've said, in the AFC is so stacked. All the teams in the AFC, if you're not going to have a better record in the regular season, you're going to have to go up there to play in the playoffs, which is going to be cold.
you're going to have to go to KC or Buffalo or Green
Baltimore.
Bay.
I mean, that's just the way it's gonna. That's the way it's gonna be in the AFC. You're gonna have to go play in the cold weather. So maybe, as I said on stream, I think maybe set up your practice facility, turn it down to like 30 degrees if you can, because you need to practice in it.
Yeah.
So
Somehow, some way, you got to figure that shit out because that's not good.
yeah. Let's see the Black Friday game. Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City wins this game 19-17. Not exactly very impressive by Kansas City, who's now 11-1, and we think that they are very suspect at 11-1, bro.
Yeah, and that was such a lucky. The way that game ended was so lucky because that center snapped the ball way too early, and there was a fumble, and they got it, of course. And then, of course, the refs say instead of a false start, it was a whatever where KC could decline the penalty or whatever. So I was like, yeah, of course, that's how KC wins.
Yeah,
They get lucky. They've won
and the
by
refs.
like all of their wins. I think have been by one possession or less than that or whatever. Like
I have not seen a very impressive game offensively from them at all.
No, they're not. So, yeah, I think if they keep trying to play like that and they go to the postseason against like Buffalo or anybody else like that, I think they lose. So,
Well, I mean, I would hope so, but I guess you never know. They could turn it on when
that's the thing that KC does, man. They turn it on in the postseason. So,
and they get lucky. It drives me absolutely fucking insane how unbelievably mediocre they are, but they're 11-1.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
It's insane, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. So, yay, go Chiefs. Not.
Yeah, I'm tired of that team, man.
Me too. Okay, then rolling to today's games as we move along on this Sunday. The Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Houston sneaks away 23-20 on this one. One of their players, Aziz Al-Shahir, basically almost decapitated Trevor Lawrence. Sent him out of the game because he was sliding and he dove at him and put his forearm basically in his neck. And Trevor Lawrence definitely had a concussion and probably was knocked out, to be honest. It was a dirty hit. Very dirty hit. Hopefully the guy gets suspended. That's bullshit, dude.
Yeah, it was one of the worst. Like, it was one of the dirtiest hits I've seen in a long time.
Very dirty.
I mean, he took his forearm and put it right in his fucking neck while he was sliding, and he was still 2 yards away from him when Trevor went into his slide, and he still just leaned into it. And yeah, I guarantee Trevor Lawrence has a concussion for sure.
Oh yeah,
and he'll probably be out for a couple weeks or who knows,
at least
just however long it takes for him to recover from that. But that was bad, dude. That was so bad.
It was. Now the good news is he was carted off, but he was up. He was sitting up, so Shahir got ejected from the game, but he's got to get suspended.
Yeah, I think so. Or definitely a massive fine or something. Both, probably both.
I would hope for both. Yeah, because that was like you said, that was one of the worst in a long time that I've seen too. But the Texans ended up winning this game, like I said, 23-20. So Jacksonville is sitting at 2-10 as well. Texans now 8-5 on the year. After they had a bad loss to the Titans last week, they win this game and they almost lost it. But I was saying to Leaf, I'm like, man, I'm not impressed with the Texans, bro. They're not really showing me anything as a step forward because of, we thought last year, like, they made C.J. Stroud look really good in the playoffs, and he was coming in as a rookie and everything. And thinking that moving forward they're going to be even better. They got Stephon Diggs, who again is out for the rest of the year, but it looked like they were making steps to be good. But I hope they're not, because I hate Houston. So
Yeah, they don't look like the same team they were last year, so I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, Mac Jones comes in and scores all these points, basically.
Yeah.
And so doesn't look good for you when Mac Jones comes in and lights you up for 20. Like, unanswered points, I think is what it was.
yeah, Mac Jones, bro.
I mean, Jesus. But anyway, I'm fine with Houston not being good, but they were definitely set up to be better this year, and it just doesn't look that way.
No, I agree. Next game on that was the Indianapolis Colts at the New England Patriots. The Indianapolis Colts get the win here, 25-24 on a ballsy call at the end. What I mean by that was Colts scored late to make it 24-23, and the Indianapolis Colts coach Steichen says, "Let's fucking go for two, bro, and go for the win." A call that I love, actually. You're sitting at 5-7. Why not?
Yeah.
Go for the win, dude.
Yeah, you're in the AFC, so you're probably not getting into the playoffs. Might as well fucking go for it. Like, I mean, and you're playing the Patriots, who are like 3-9 or whatever they are. So it's like, whatever.
They were 3-9. They're 3-10 now.
Yeah. So just do that. I like that.
Ballsy call.
Yeah.
And
go for the win. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter to me. So
yeah, they're thinking they may be able to sneak in. They're 6-7.
You're right.
I mean, that could happen, but
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, there's still a lot of football left in the regular season, but you basically got to win out at least 3 or 4 more. So
right.
It's gonna be tough, but again, I like the call. Go for it. Fuck it.
I liked it too, man.
So they end up taking the win away from the Patriots, who are 3-10. Yeah, that's a bad Patriots team over there. But you know what? Suck forever, because you had a 20-year run.
Yeah, exactly.
Next game, LA Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons. Chargers sneak away with this one 17-13, or it was given to them by Kirk Cousins, who threw 4 picks.
Dude,
God damn, he
game
looked
on
bad
that.
today, bro.
Yeah, he did.
What the hell is going on with Kirk Cousins, man? He is either just lighting it up or just throwing 4 picks. And some of those picks we saw, he was pointing around like to his receivers and whatnot, but it's just miscommunication, and some of his throws were shit, bro. He was throwing into double coverage. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, it was a bad fucking game for that guy. Looked real bad. And yeah, that one he threw in the end zone, man. There was no receiver. All the defenders were in front of his receiver, and he just like, I'm gonna throw this anyway.
Yeah, it looked bad.
What do you think was gonna happen, guy?
Yeah, I thought for a second there when he threw that, I was like, is he throwing it out of the back of the end zone? And then I was like, oh no, he threw it right to the defender. Got it.
Yeah.
I was like, he must be throwing it out of the back of the end zone, right? No, he did not.
No, he's not. That's such a terrible. Yeah, Kirk Cousins is hard to put your finger on, man, because he looks great sometimes, and then we always make the comparison. He's Dak Prescott. He's the same guy.
Exactly.
They have the exact same numbers if you look at it.
It's pretty dead even, bro. It's literally almost dead even. It's scary, actually.
Right.
Yeah, it's wild to watch him play. Not really impressive by Justin Herbert on the other side, by the way. I'm not impressed with. Again, the Chargers are 8-4. This is Harbaugh's first year taking over, coming from Michigan to take over another NFL team.
Yeah.
I think they will be obviously good, but I don't think they're anywhere close to ready yet. They haven't impressed me, but all signs point to them at least going to the playoffs. So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I like Herbert, but man, I haven't been impressed with him this year, and last year he fucked me hard in fantasy. So I don't know about Justin Herbert, but they paid him, and I would still take him 100%. I'm just saying he hasn't. I don't know if something's wrong, if he's got something lingering or something, but I was not impressed by the offense today at all.
Yeah.
The Falcons fucking suck, dude. They should have gone in there and rolled them.
Yeah, they're bad, dude.
I had Justin Herbert in FanDuel today. He did fucking nothing. So I was like, God damn it, man.
Yeah.
Atlanta's sitting at 6-6 now after that. So that division's so bad, though, they could still win it. Honestly.
That's pretty crazy. That is pretty wild.
It is, bro.
The NFC South is terrible, dude.
So bad. Seattle Seahawks at the New York Jets. Seahawks get a win here, 26-21, after it looked like in the first quarter, the Jets were up 14-0. It looked like, I think at some point they were up 21-0. I'm pretty sure. And it looked like for sure that the Jets were going to get one. And then I was like, oh my God, I forgot it's the New York Jets. and they pissed away the game and gave it to the Seahawks. And Aaron Rodgers, still to me, I just think it's time, bro, for him. He was on Pat McAfee this week and said, like, hey, I don't know my plans at all at the end of the year for 2025. I don't know if I'm going to play or not. I might still play, but if I want to play, then I would play with New York would be my first option. And I'm like, I don't think it needs to happen, bro.
Yeah.
I think you just need to hang it up. You're a Hall of Famer, bro. Just there's nothing left. You're 40.
Yeah.
It's time.
And you're not going to get much better in a year.
Not everybody's Tom Brady, guys.
The team, yeah.
Not everybody's Tom Brady and wins Super Bowls at 40 and looks amazing still.
Right. Yeah. I don't care how many ghee therapies and darkness retreats you do,
Yeah,
bro.
there's not an amount of ayahuasca out there for you, bro.
Yeah.
That can help you.
Yeah, I don't know about it. I think you, just hang it up and go start your podcast, which is what you want to do.
Yeah. And the Jets have literally, this year, the Jets tried fucking everything to turn it around.
Yeah.
They tried everything, dude. They tried everything. They fired the coach. They traded for Devontae Adams. They fired the GM. There's no more options, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
They've tried everything to try to turn it around, and it just hasn't worked. It's a shit franchise, man.
yeah, they're bad.
So
I'm not sure why Devontae Adams wanted to get traded there, dude. I know Aaron Rodgers was his old quarterback, but still, I mean, look at that franchise, bro. It's awful.
Yeah, it's just not good. So 3-9 for the New York Jets, and they're not sniffing the playoffs. So
No.
Seattle sitting at 7-5 now after that win. They're in a tough division over there with Arizona and all those NFC West teams. And so we'll see what happens with them. The Tennessee Titans faced over there, went to Washington to face your Commanders over there. Very easy breezy win for the Commanders, 42-19 over the Tennessee Titans. And we got to see, obviously, most of this game. It was 21-0 in the first quarter. And it looked like the Commanders were going to easily roll, and they did. So, much needed for your team over there, bro.
Yeah, after losing 3 in a row and then a god-awful loss to the Cowboys the week before that, you needed a palate cleanser bad. And thank God it was the Titans on the next on your schedule because they're fucking awful. And this was kind of the offense. I mean, like I said, the Titans do have a good defense. But the Commanders came out, and they looked like the team that went 7-2, started out 7-2, which was nice. So, got to have the rest of that kind of firepower going on for the rest of the season to try to hang on to that last. Because right now they're still in that last little wild card spot.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think they are. Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta bring it every week now to kind of hang on to that spot. So, but yeah, Jaden Daniels. I mean, he just looks good every week. So, and then Brian
for last week.
Yeah. I mean, he did all right. He just like I said before, there's so many drop passes this year. There's like a lot of that stuff going on, and
yeah.
But in the run, and Brian Robinson had a massive game today. That helped a lot. That helps with the passing game, obviously.
Did Rodriguez, bro.
Yeah.
Their other running back that they have, Chris Rodriguez, who was their third string, right?
Yeah, they pulled him up from the practice squad.
Yeah. He got more carries than McNichols
because Eckler was out. Yeah.
So
yeah, McNichols and Rodriguez are actually really good fucking running backs. They kind of come in and give a change of pace. Robinson's more of the bruiser. He's got a lot of speed still, but
yeah,
he's kind of their main guy that kind of gets those tough yards. And then Eckler used to be the guy that shifty and catching the ball out of the backfield. But yeah, Rodriguez and McNichols are good with that too. So, but yeah, the running game looked a lot better. Then your passing game looks good. McLaurin had a great day, 2 touchdowns. 70-something yards, I believe, like 8 catches, which is what your number one guy is supposed to do. You're supposed to throw to him a lot.
Exactly.
So I guess it was good Noah Brown got knocked out because they throwed him all the time for some reason.
Yeah, the old story they were talking about of like stop targeting Noah Brown 13 times and flip flop that to McLaurin.
Yeah, exactly.
Find a way to do that because McLaurin's the number one guy.
Yeah, no offense to Noah Brown, he does what he does, but he's like a slot guy.
Yeah,
and you're supposed to maybe target him maybe 4 or 5 times a game.
Yeah.
And then your number 2 guy he's non-existent on this football team. I don't know what he's doing. I think he gets 1 catch every 6 weeks. So De'Ami Brown, which I thought he was going to be kind of a bigger number 2 guy, but he's not. He's a deep threat, and they don't go deep to him at all. So I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, massive offensive output, which is what we were looking for again. After the last 3 weeks is kind of dull, and you lost all 3 of those because you let the teams hang around basically because your offense wasn't putting up points like this, like they did.
Exactly right.
So it's a good boost going into the bye week, which was much needed. So late.
Yeah.
That'll give Marshawn Latimer another week to rest, and he'll probably be back for I think we're playing the Saints.
I would hope that
back.
he would be back.
Yeah. I mean, been waiting. We traded for that guy like 3 weeks ago, and he has not played in any of those games.
Yeah.
Because he had a hamstring injury, and we already knew that. But they knew he was going to come in to kind of finish out the year and kind of do that playoff push. So hopefully when he gets here, we can shut down some of those big receivers. Because, we need him against the fucking Eagles game when we play the Eagles for the second time.
Yeah.
Because, the Baltimore's going to fuck us on that.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Today. But anyway, good. It felt good to see them get a big win like that, even though it was the Titans.
Yeah, big day for Daniels. Jaden Daniels, 3 touchdowns throwing, 1 running. So 4 touchdowns total. So he had a big game. And, yeah, you're right. Just watching that team play, I was like, yeah, there's the offense that they were early in the year.
Yeah.
Still there, but they definitely need some more firepower.
Yeah, and they need to do that kind of offensive output against, like, good teams,
And that's true, too.
Like
You're beating up bad teams, and you're not looking very good against good teams. So that's a sign to me that they just need a little bit more, they need another draft, and they need another free agency period where they can try to get some guys in there.
Yeah.
They want to come play for Dan Quinn because a lot of people will.
Yeah. And like I said, this is a huge step forward for this team. I mean, after the whole Ron Rivera era and Eric Bieniemy thing last year, Jesus.
Yeah.
We've doubled our wins in 1 year. So if you don't think Dan Quinn has made a difference, he has.
Oh, 100%, dude. Yeah. No, yeah. So you're 8-5. Again, I think you're right. You are hanging on to that last wild card spot at the moment. So we'll see what happens moving forward. The Titans are 3-9. They're not going anywhere.
No.
Good call firing your coach last year.
Thank God.
The coach that. Oh yeah, well definitely a good call for you firing Ron Rivera. I'm talking about the Titans. Good call firing your coach and that was the dumbest move of all time because he's like he's going to be one of the top coaches that gets targeted this offseason.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, there's going to be a lot of places he can go to because, God, like so many bad coaching things going on. Like we talked about.
Yeah.
Bears are already fired there. Dayball's probably fired at the end of this year.
Both New York coaches should be, yes.
Yeah.
Because there's already one gone.
Yeah.
Robert Sala's gone, and
Yeah.
I would think that Dayball would probably be. The Saints fired their coach. Dennis Allen's gone.
Yeah.
There'll be more.
Yeah, there will be.
As always, Eberflus, like you said, Chicago. That's an option if you're interested in that. But, his whole problem in Tennessee was the quarterback. He really didn't have anybody, man.
No, not really.
So, I mean, how many chances are you going to get Ryan Tannehill? That's what we had, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see. But, there you go, man. Big win for your team. Other game going on, that one of the premier games today was Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. This ended up being a shootout. Doesn't really happen that often between these two teams, by the way.
Right.
44-38. Steelers end up winning this game over the Bengals. Steelers now 9-3, Bengals 4-8. My God, the Bengals, man. They have broken the record for most games lost after scoring over 30 points this year. They have no goddamn defense to help Burrow in the offense, that is not the problem.
That's not the problem at all. Yeah.
Joe Burrow is having an MVP type season.
Yeah.
And they're 4-8.
Yeah.
And it's just all on the defense to me, man. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Russell Wilson, 414 yards today, 3 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 16 carries, 75 yards and a touchdown. Just no defense whatsoever.
Can't
Burrow,
stop anybody.
yeah, Burrow and them are over there are like, we're putting up points, bro.
Yeah.
But we can't do it all by ourselves.
Yeah, it's very rare that you score 38 points and lose. So
They've broken the record.
and they've done that a lot this year.
They've broken the record, bro. And I was like, that's insane stat, by the way.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You score over 30 points and you still lose, and you have the most losses when you score over 30 points. That's wild. If that's not a fucking red flag, by the way, Zach Taylor, I'm not sure that he survives anymore. They've had him for how long now? I mean, they made that
Yeah.
Super Bowl. Are we really going to hang on to that? The last 3 years to me, because I think that Super Bowl was 4 years ago, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Or 3 years. It was 3
Yeah,
years
I think
ago.
3 years ago, yeah.
Ever since then, they've started off the season like 0-3. Just absolute shit starts that put you in a hole and you can't get out of it.
Yeah.
And we've said that all along. Like, yeah, you could get out of it, and the players will tell you that all the time. But the percentages don't lie, brother. When you start off 0-2, 0-3, teams that start off like that rarely make the playoffs, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a big hole that you can't get out of. And they've done that now. And I'm like, I'm not sure he's going to survive, bro.
He may not. But yeah, well, when you're scoring that many points, it's kind of hard to say.
Well, I get it. I get that.
then,
But I mean,
yeah.
he's also the coach of the whole team, bro. So,
yeah.
you know, and it may be, I don't know. We don't know. We're not inside the room. Obviously, we don't know if he's lost players. I don't know.
You might need to find like a head coach that's like a defensive minded guy.
Maybe, because I'm told, you know why I would be cool with that? Because I would sit Burrow down and be like, do you want to run the offense basically? Like pull like kind of a Peyton Manning type situation?
Yeah.
I mean, stop dressing like an old lesbian, please. But,
Yeah.
you know, but I'm just saying, do you want to do it? Because he's smart enough and he's good enough to do it. You know, if he had like a coordinator that he could work with and they could basically do that.
Yeah.
And then the defensive coach comes in and is like, okay, I'm going to take over this shit and I'm going to draft defense. They need help, dude.
Yeah, they very badly. They do.
Because I think the team could be there, but my God, you cannot give up all these fucking points, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. It frustrates me because I do want to see Joe Burrow in the playoffs deep every year because he's good.
Right.
And
Yeah, like we said, man, these quarterbacks right now in the AFC are crazy, and to see all of them in the playoffs, it just makes the AFC just so much better than the NFC right now, and those could be some damn good AFC playoff games with all these guys like Herbert and Burrow, and you got Mahomes and Josh Allen and fucking Lamar Jackson. I mean, Jesus, it just never stops.
Stacks. Yeah, they're stacked. They're stacked. We thought Trevor Lawrence was going to be in that conversation, but not anymore.
No, yeah. No, I don't
know what happened to that guy.
And it's the same thing with Tua, man. I thought he was going to be up there, but man, he's.
Yeah, I don't trust that guy either. I don't think.
Yeah, well,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Sorry. But he also needs to remember, and he has now a little bit, but he may forget because he's had 12 concussions. But slide, bro.
Yeah, protect yourself.
For the love of
Jesus.
God, please slide.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do hope that the Bengals go. I don't know if Zach Taylor survives. I don't know because again I'm not in the room. So, but I just can't have, if I'm the GM or the owner, whoever's decision it is. Obviously, it should be the GM, but we can't have this starts, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe you give him one more chance. Be like, dude, if you start 0-2 or 0-3 again, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
We can't do this.
That's too big of a hole to climb out of in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you see the numbers. Like
That's right, man. They
teams
don't,
that start
percentages
0-2,
don't lie,
0-3.
bro.
Yeah.
They don't make it. There's a reason. So, anyways, enjoy that offseason, Cincy. Don't worry, I'll be joining you. Cowboys ain't going shit. So,
No.
all right. Next game was the Arizona Cardinals at the Minnesota Vikings. This game ended up coming down to the wire as well. Vikings slip away with this 23-22 win. They go to 10-2 now. So, they're still winning. Cardinals 6-6. Again, their division's kind of rough, so they could still win that division, but we'll see. Seattle kind of has that one, I think, right now. Vikings, though, once again, I know Arizona's not horrible, but dude, do you want to be considered a top NFC team struggling with the way they were playing today? This was a fucking field goal fest in the first half, bro.
Yeah.
And so I was not exactly totally impressed with the Sam Darnold-led Minnesota Vikings, bro. And we haven't been, right?
Yeah, I think, I don't trust that guy. They got off to a really hot start. And now you're starting to see this where, they getting the win and everything because Kyler Murray threw a terrible pass at the end of the game. But
those two picks that he threw were both bad.
Yeah, they were both bad. So,
yeah.
But yeah, you're starting to kind of see kind of what they really, and I think good coaching is what's got them where they're at right now. Because O'Connell's really good.
Yeah,
but
Kevin O'Connell's
I
pretty
think
badass.
Darnold's probably going to crack pretty soon. I mean, it just looks like he's hanging on by a thread out there sometimes. So,
well, he can win these regular season games. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got to go up to Detroit and win, I'm not sure that I would trust you. Now I know you have Justin Jefferson, but he's only one guy.
Yeah.
So, I'm not fully on with Sam Darnold yet. I'd like to be interested to talk to a Vikings fan and be like, how do you feel about Sam Darnold? They'll probably be like, we're happy that we're winning, but
yeah, it's kind of hard to shit on him when you're winning games, but I mean, you can tell out there.
They won a lot of games with Kirk Cousins too.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm just saying.
It depends on what he does when the big lights are on.
Exactly. That's 100% true. So we'll see, but they are 10-2. So they're well on their way to winning that division, I think. And Well, I don't know. Green Bay's right there too, so we'll see. But I definitely don't. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see the other game. Another game out here. The Los Angeles Rams at the New Orleans Saints. Rams end up winning this game 21-14. They are sitting at 6-6. The Saints now 4-8. I think their season's been over, especially after they fired their coach. But yeah, the Rams sitting at 6-6 now. Another crazy division out there. We're not sure what's going to happen. The Rams, man, don't you feel like the Rams should be better than 6-6 with their team and their coach?
Yeah, I mean they definitely should.
What's weird about them is I don't know, man. They look weird, and they should have rolled the Saints, bro.
Yeah,
Should have been worse than 21-14.
yeah. I know in the beginning of the year they didn't have Cup for a long time, and Nakua, wasn't he out or something?
Yeah, they had
At the
both
same
of
time?
them out a
For
couple
a
of
while,
times.
but I mean, still with what you have there with that running game you have, and
Yeah.
you have a pretty good defense. So yeah, it's weird. The whole Sean McVay thing, I don't know. I think it's starting to that new car smells way off.
Yeah, you know that one year when they did win the Super Bowl, they said that they were. That's how you go all in, by the way, Jerry.
Right.
The trades that they made and everything because they ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but they are sitting at 6-6, and I'm not sure that they're gonna. I'm not sure they have enough to take some of the top NFC teams down. But you never know, man. I mean, you sneak in with Matthew Stafford, and everybody's healthy, and we'll see, right?
Right.
But the Saints 4-8. Yeah. I sorry, but you're going to the offseason as well, guys.
Yeah.
I think you're done, bro. The other two afternoon games are actually, as we're sitting here recording, they're almost over. I did just see the Carolina Panthers just scored a touchdown late, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers getting the ball back, but there's only 23 seconds left on the clock, and that would be a bad loss for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, with the division up for grabs like that, and you're kind of battling with the Falcons and the Cardinals with that, and you lose this game, that's pretty terrible. The Panthers are so bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen Bryce Young he shows kind of a little bit of greatness here and there. He actually looks pretty good this game, I think. I haven't watched it all, but.
Yeah, this was so Tampa Bay, their division. So their Falcons, obviously, they've lost 3 in a row now. Tampa Bay and them are kind of the two teams battling for that division. There's going to be whoever wins that division might be 7-9, bro. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I was saying too. Like a couple episodes ago, I was like, yeah, that might be one of those times where the division is won by like 7-8 games or something.
Yeah, so that's coming
bad.
down to the wire. It looks like. We'll see what happens. Baker Mayfield's a gamer, so I'm never counting him out. But the other game was the Philadelphia Eagles at the Baltimore Ravens. That is less than a minute. It looks like Philadelphia is going to get this one. It's 24-12 right now, so I don't think that Baltimore is going to get this one. So it looks like Philly's well on their way to going being 10-2.
Yeah, that's what I get for needing a team to beat the Eagles for me, so we could kind of stay close there. But that's not happening, bro.
It looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are going to take the NFC East this year.
Yeah,
you'll have to sneak in as a wild card. And once again, like we said, we'll keep you updated on all that, of course, as we move along through the season. The night game tonight should be a good one. San Francisco 49ers at the Buffalo Bills. It looks like there's like 3 or 4 feet of snow in Buffalo, so it's going to be a snow game. I think it is supposed to snow during the game as well. They already got hit with snow.
Yeah.
They did their whole come on and apply to be somebody that can come into the stadium and help us move snow.
Yeah.
And it's not a volunteer work like some idiot on X said out there. They pay them $20 an hour and they give them free food and free drinks, obviously, to help shovel snow out of the seats because, again, I think there was like 3 or 4 feet of snow.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I agreed to go up there later this month. Because I'm fearful.
Yeah, that was December 1st. You're going in December 29th or whatever it is.
And I'm like, okay, maybe they get the snow out of the way now and it'll be gone by the time I get there. And I'm like, that's wishful thinking, bro. It snows every goddamn day there.
Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be a bad winter up there.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm like, fuck.
It's not even winter yet, and you got 8 feet of snow in the stadium already. It's not looking good for you, bro.
It's not, bro. But the Bills, obviously, they're trying to keep pace with Kansas City to get the seeding.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. You got to think San Francisco, West Coast team going up there and playing in snow and cold is not great.
Not going to be fun.
They're not used to that, obviously.
Right.
The Bills are like, this is normal.
Yeah.
I mean, meanwhile, their players are walking in bare feet
Yeah.
into the locker room. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty wild, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. The Bills, again, they have such a massive lead in their division. Even if they lost, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're going to win the division. They just need to keep pace with the Chiefs and keep winning games to maybe get that number 1 seed. Because if you don't, then somehow, some way, the Chiefs go to the AFC Championship. Then you have to go on the road in Kansas City and win a game. So
Yeah. That's.
we'll see. Go Bills is what I say, though. God damn it!
Yeah. I'm kind of.
I'm ready. I want to see Josh Allen get a shot, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. I like that guy.
Yeah.
And he just got engaged to Haley Steinfeld. by
Oh
the way.
yeah, that's right.
Absolute
God.
smoke show.
Yeah, of course. I was like, God damn it. So yeah, his ex-girlfriend was not happy about that. By the way, did you see that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be either.
Yeah. Did you see the comment?
I didn't see the comment.
Oh
no.
yeah, his ex-girlfriend posted on somebody's Instagram story or something. I have to track it down just to verify to make sure this is what I saw out there. But it came from I think a pretty reliable source on X or whatever,
Yeah.
like a checkmarked blue verified
Oh, yeah,
account. And she sounded like, "Take that broke CTE brain, anyways," or something like that. I was like, "God damn,
Jesus.
you're jealous, bitch."
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Meanwhile, Josh Allen's like, "I'm rich and I have Haley Stein."
Yeah, he's definitely not thinking about his ex-girlfriend at the moment.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then the Monday night game is the terrible, terrible game, bro. I don't even know if I'm going to watch this game. Cleveland Browns at Denver. Denver should roll.
Yeah, they should.
But we'll see. I might, you know what? I might tune in just to see if Jameis Winston talks.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that pregame interview.
Exactly. The horses are ready for battle. I'm like, God, this guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go, man. There's week 13. As we move along for week 14 on Thursday night, we've got a great one. The Green Bay Packers go to face off against the Detroit Lions. That's a great Thursday night game.
It is.
We'll be live for that one, of course, on the channel. I think Leaf will be out. I'll be
Yeah.
here. I'll see if anybody's interested to come hang out. If not, I definitely will be live for this one because the game is great.
That's a great game. That's a big one.
Yeah. So the Packers at the Lions, that's a huge game, actually. Looking forward to that one.
I hate that I'm missing that, man. I mean, it'll be on a TV. It'll be on a TV while I'm playing, but it's not the same as sitting here with you guys because.
Well, we still got to set up the Keep Leaf on the stream fund. So
Yeah, man.
until people just start throwing out
it's
cash.
holidays, so these gigs are nice.
Yeah, exactly. Got to have some extra cash.
Yeah.
And then as far as your team, they're off on the bye week, like you said. Cowboys play the Monday night game. Cincinnati Bengals at the Dallas Cowboys is your Monday night game. So we may record our next podcast episode on Saturday because I'm not waiting until after the Cowboys game because and again I don't care about the Cowboys this year. But they got Cincinnati coming in. Maybe the Bengals will get back on track, bro, and just went out because they're going to AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, that's most of these teams, man, get their seasons back on track when they go to AT&T Stadium and play the Cowboys.
One thing's for certain, the Bengals should have no problems continuing to roll on offense and putting the points up.
Exactly.
I put them above the Giants, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, especially whenever you have Drew Lock as your quarterback.
Yeah, that's bad.
So we'll see on that. We'll see how the Cowboys do on Monday night. And I'm looking again, make sure you join us on Thursday night on the stream. Green Bay at Detroit. That is a hell of a game that we get on in early December for the NFC. I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be a good one. So there you go, man. There you fucking go with Week 13 of the NFL and a little preview of what we got to come this next week as we move along here.
Oh, yes.
In the later part of the NFL season's flying by.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be
which
over
makes me
before we know
sad.
it.
Which makes me sad, bro.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm. You too. Sad face. All right, moving on. We got some crazy things to get out of here on this episode, as always. And then we'll end this bitch and get out of here. Some funny things, of course. Just an update for you guys out there on a woman that I had brought up before. None other than the porn star we talked about before, Lily Phillips, who, if you listen to us, you know I talked about her, I don't know, was it 3 or 4 weeks ago? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it's not even a month ago, probably.
Yeah, where she was going for some sort of, I don't know. She slept with 100 guys in 14 hours. That's what she did for her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And then posted a picture of the aftermath on the bed, which looked staged, but there was fluids everywhere. There was condoms all over the place. It looked disgusting.
It was gross.
Somebody's got to take a blowtorch to that bed because that's the only way that you're ever getting me around that area.
No, I'm not doing it.
Well, that wasn't enough for old Lily Phillips because she is officially going to go for a world record here. By the world record, you ask? Sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day. And not only that, she has put out an open casting call. So if you're 18 plus, you can apply out there to be one of the 1,000 men, which I'm sure there's going to be hundreds of thousands of applicants if I had to guess.
Yeah, they're going to have to go through a lot of dudes. And I imagine you're going to have to submit like a STD test or whatever. But
for sure. Yeah.
But I'm sure you're going to have to wear a condom on this whole thing.
Yeah, 100%. That's way too many dudes to be running through with.
Oh man, well, it's like within a 24-hour period, right, or something like that. She's gonna try to get all 1,000 of those.
24 hours.
Wow.
1,000 men in 24 hours. What's the point of this, bro?
I want to know what the setup is. Like, how long do they get to go? I mean, they got to be close, right? They're not gonna be banging her for like 15 minutes each.
There's no way.
You're not gonna make it in time.
Yeah, you have to like do the math, obviously.
Yeah.
And
what is let's see, what is 24 hours?
I'm not smart enough to do the math, bro. I'm not. I'm going to say that right now. I'm not smart enough. I just don't understand I don't understand the point. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, what's the point? I mean, I know you're like, I'm signing up to beat a world record, but why? Obviously, she's making a lot of money.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. But 1,000. First of all, I was very disgusted by the 100 men in 14 hours. That was like, God, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's gross. Dude.
Now, 900 more in 24 hours and 10 more hours on top of that. How?
Yeah.
There's no way, right? So I'm wondering if it's like just penetration only, and that's fine because they don't have to finish, right? There's no way.
Yeah.
1,000 loads, there's no way.
Well, so if you did, so here's the thing. There's 1,440 minutes in 24-hour period. 1,000 dudes, that's a minute and a little over a minute and a half for each.
Is that correct, you think?
I think so.
Okay.
If I'm doing this right? 1,400 minutes divided by 1,000, right?
I guess. You're saying 1.5 minute, basically?
Yeah, basically, for each dude.
There's no way you finish then. It's just a pump and get out of the way.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. And by the way, if you're one of the 1,000 guys, what's the point, bro?
Yeah.
If you can't even, like, actually do anything. I mean, she's hot. There's no doubt about it. But
she is.
I'm not going to lie. This is disgusting. This does not turn me on whatsoever. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. It is. I don't like it. And then I didn't like the 100, by the way, in the 14 hours. That picture was disgusting, bro.
Yeah, you showed me that, and I was like, no way, dude. That's so gross.
So we'll keep it up, and I don't know when this is happening or the specific day. I don't follow this chick anywhere, so I don't know. But yeah, there you go. 1,000. And now, speaking of another OnlyFans girl, just real quick, I wanted to let everybody know how sad our lives are. And that includes you out there as well because of this. OnlyFans model Sophie Rain decided to share her 1-year anniversary earnings on OnlyFans, which is a mere $43 million in her first year on the platform. 20 years old she is.
Christ.
Sophie Rain, and of course she is insanely hot.
Yeah.
But yes, over 1 year, it was she even had the date range on the thing. November 28th last year is when she joined. It was November 28th. Of this year, and the gross pay down there was $43,477,000. Her OnlyFans page, you can go out there and subscribe. It's $10 a month. Although if you're out there like me, maybe I haven't joined her page. First time subscribers is $5. So I might fire off $5 for this lady just to get a look here. But no,
yeah, a lot of those OnlyFans pages are not worth it.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that. Like they'll get you in there with like a $3 thing, and that's usually what I do. I wait till they're doing some sort of kind of deal where I'm not paying like their full fucking price. And then That's because you have to, because I've been burnt before. I paid for like a $15 a month one, and they do nothing.
Yeah, that was bad.
On the feed, but then they'll send you videos in your messages that you got to pay for. It's behind a paywall. So I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, this puts her in the stratosphere. Excuse me, the stratosphere of the all-time earners.
Yeah.
Corinna Kopf is the other one. We talked about her. She was going to be retiring after reportedly earning $67 million in 3 years. However, she said, "I'm not retiring. I'm just going to try and separate from it slowly."
Yeah.
The other one, Bad Baby, who we've talked about as well. She's made over $71 million in her 3 years. And then this one, Sophie Rain, $48 million in a year. OnlyFans, no matter what you think about it, it fucking is a massive money machine.
Yeah.
Of course, in September, we mentioned this too. Back in September, the company announced that the creator payments in the last year were $6.63 billion with the B there. The number of people on OnlyFans has also increased from the previous year, rising 29%, with over 4.12 million creators on the platform. 4 million people out there on OnlyFans trying to earn money by doing whatever the hell they want to do. I guess you're an adult, you can do it. $48 million for this person. I'm just like, God, in 1 year. She can retire
Yeah.
at 20.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's a ton of fucking money in a year, dude.
Yeah, that's insane.
So she must have a pretty good page then, if it's that much.
I mean, I would hope so. But then again, Amaranth is over here banking too, and her page sucks.
Yeah,
So,
that is true.
I mean, she just does the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay.
Dudes just throw money at her, man.
Yeah.
He-
I mean, she is hot.
Yeah, she is crazy. And you take her OnlyFans and then add her Twitch shit in or kick stuff in. Like, those
Yeah.
dudes, like I said, this is one of those girls that does one of those sleeping streams, dude. She's like asleep, and dudes are throwing money at her, and she's just fucking taking a nap, dude. It's fucking wild to me.
Her streams on Kick suck. I've like tuned in during the day once, and like she's like at her computer, either putting on makeup or just watching videos. And I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah, she used to do kind of some cool shit where she's like changing different like bikinis and getting in a hot tub and stuff. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just a kick because you can't get naked on it. But like,
Right.
but like, dudes are just, I mean, and it's going off. The whole thing, her, like, what is it called? Donation thing is going off
yeah.
all the fucking time. Dude.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, and I think for her Kick, by the way, I think her Twitch was way better. I think Kick just paid her a ton of money to be on there.
Yeah, I think she moved.
I think
go
we talked about that.
exclusively
Wasn't it
to
like 30
Twitch.
million?
Yeah, it was something crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
By the way, she posted something interesting the other day on her X account, a screenshot of her Bitcoin that she has. She has over $20 million in Bitcoin.
yeah, she's set for life, dude.
Yeah. 20 million.
She could quit right now and be fine. And I don't think she's even 30 yet.
I
might
think
be.
she's no, yeah, you're right.
I think she's
don't think
like
she's
late 20s.
Yeah, I
28,
think she might
29.
be 29, maybe just turned 30, but I
Yeah.
think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, she's set for life, bro.
Yeah, but she's fucking smart. I know that.
Yeah. She has turned it in. Like she has other things too. Like she owns like some shit. I think she's got a big part of like one of those inflatable hot tub.
Yeah,
companies
she
and
did.
shit.
She did. She's got a ton of.
And I think
business things.
she got a shit ton of gas stations in Houston too.
She
where
owns
she's from.
7-Elevens.
Yeah. So I mean, she knows what she's doing.
That's what I said, bro. She's smart.
Yeah.
She has $20 million in Bitcoin.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So there you go. Another update for us to all be sad and go work our Monday through Friday jobs while
Yeah.
these chicks
You
are
guys
out
have a
here.
good day on Monday.
Yeah. While these chicks are out here earning $48 million in 1 year. So just for
Yeah.
getting naked and doing whatever they got to do.
Yeah, and selling vagina beer and shit.
Oh, God. And farts. Oh, my God.
Yeah, farts in jars and bath water.
What a world we live in these days, man. It makes me sad as fuck, dude.
I know, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways.
hey, man. I mean, get your money. Get that back.
I can't blame them.
Yeah.
They're going to retire. They're going to do
Oh, if I was
nothing.
a knockout chick like that, 100%. I'd be getting naked on OnlyFans all day. Every
They're
day.
going to retire and do whatever they want to do. And we're not going to have any close to that type of life, dude.
No, God, no. Not even close.
Okay. I'm depressed now. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for that story, bro.
You're welcome. Just thought it was great.
Here, let me in. Or do you have another?
No.
Let me
No.
end. Let me in on this then, since this isn't sad. This is just crazy.
Okay, good.
So the U.S. Customs and Border Protection has announced the largest counterfeit music instruments bust is on record, confirming it recently seized over 3,000 fake Gibson guitars that had they been genuine, would have carried a total MSRP of more than $18 million.
Good God.
I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know there's a huge thing trying to sell fake Gibson guitars, Gibson's a massive guitar brand, by the way.
Right.
Probably one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
But apparently, so on Tuesday, November 25th, a statement issued by the CBTP announced that in partnership with Homeland Security Investigations, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, and Gibson representatives intercepted suspected cargo arriving from Asia in ocean containers. And the cargo in question, more than 3,000 fake Gibson guitars.
Jesus.
And included counterfeit copies of Les Pauls, Les Paul Juniors, SGs, double necks, and more. So these fake versions of guitar, including like Slash's signature model, Zakk Wylde's, Dave Grohl's, handful of Fenders, Gresh guitars, Paul Reed Smith guitars were also on display. And so, yeah, but most of them were there's 3,000 of them that were just straight Gibson fakes.
Wow.
And 18 million. If they were real guitars, they said that it would be about $18 million.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. Pretty wild, dude. I saw that came across me. I was like, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know there was
Yeah,
like
me neither.
So fuck, man. I hope like the one I bought back in the day, I don't have it anymore. But I was like, I don't know if that's fake or not. I paid like $1,100 for it, bro.
Yeah,
so,
and you're like, I got ripped off.
yeah.
That's insane, man. I know that's a big thing, though.
Yeah.
The guitars, especially, like, there's some out there that are worth millions and millions of dollars. So that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That somebody's trying to fake them and get rich.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it does because of
And
anything with money, bro.
I'm looking at some of these pictures. I'm like, that straight up looks like a Gibson. Like, I mean, so
Yeah.
it's very hard to tell. So I don't know how they figured it out, but
Man, there's got to be some way to tell. Somehow, some way.
well, I mean, I guess if it's coming from Asia, because I mean, Gibson's right here in America, bro. It's like
Yeah.
an American made, and they make all their shit in America. Like I did a tour of one of their not Nashville, Memphis. They have one of their biggest like guitar making
Were we in
facilities.
that? Did I go with you?
This was before.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, they have one of their biggest plants right there in Memphis, Tennessee, and I got to take a tour and watch them make them. I was like, God damn, there's so much money in this place.
No, yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess. Yeah, like you said, coming over from there, maybe they just didn't know what was in the cargo until they
Yeah.
like, opened it up and they were like, what the fuck is all this?
All these crazy guitars, bro.
Yeah, fakes.
Yeah.
Not worth fucking shit.
Yeah. Nothing.
And they're trying to sell them and get rich, and they sold one to leave. So
Yeah, they probably did. I'm like, fuck.
it sounded good though. God damn it.
Yeah, it did actually. Nah, it had to be. I got it from Guitar Center, so I don't know if these were going to a guitar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what makes you think that they're not going there?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You know, you never know. I
You
guess.
never know, man.
No, you'd hope not. But
Yeah, oh God, no, yeah. Guitar Center would have you get in trouble, man, because
Oh,
you would know,
100%.
dude, because they're probably selling them for like a, you know,
oh yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying.
a lower rate if it's fake, and then you just jacked up the price, just
Yeah.
making it think it's a real Gibson or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful out there, man.
Yeah,
That's all we got to say. And also just cry a little harder when we're at work this week, guys, because of there's people out there doing what I was talking about and
Yeah.
selling fake guitars. And this whole world is a lie, bro.
yeah.
It's a lie.
There's girls out there just finger blast themselves on camera, and you're at work, and your boss is looking for TPS reports.
Yeah, I know, bro. And I'm sad over here, like, God damn it.
Yeah.
What a world.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. Oh my God. All right, well, let's get the hell out of here before we go off the deep end,
Yeah.
which is definitely possible.
It happens.
Yeah. We appreciate the hell out of you, though. If you're out there listening, I'm going to just take the audio here. If you listen on audio, that drops on Tuesday mornings. We appreciate you so much. We do see the numbers, of course. I will say our wrapped up 2024 is coming soon as well, but we get the stats from like Apple or for Spotify and all that. So we'll see that.
Yeah,
We'll
we've
be able to
seen a
post that.
pretty big uptick this year, which was nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we appreciate that.
So we'll be able to see our stats and see where, how the year went for us. Each year, I think we've gotten bigger. So that's
Yeah.
great.
That's
So
the
that's
goal.
good. And we really appreciate it. But yeah, those, like I said, they come audio's Tuesdays, Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon. You guys know anywhere you can get a podcast, we're out there. So we really appreciate you listening. Make sure you rate and review us on those if you don't mind. When you're listening, that helps as well. So thank you so much. And then, just make sure you follow us out there all over the place as well.
Yeah, and we also go live on YouTube If you're watching right now, appreciate you there and hitting the like and the subscribe button. But www.youtube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast. We go live every week, most of the time, unless we're super hungover.
Yeah.
We don't always do a video one, but most of the time we do. And then anytime we do go live on YouTube, or we drop an episode, or we do some sort of live event, streaming thing, like if we're doing Thursday Night Football or any other event that comes up, we post that all over social media, and we're everywhere out there. So for Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, it's at Eskimo Brothers Podcast. For X, the greatest app ever, is at Eskimo Bros Pod. So go follow us out there. You'll know everything that we're doing. We always post out there when we're doing something crazy over here in the igloo is what we call it. So make sure you're following us on there, and you'll be up to date with anything we're doing.
That's right. And hey, just shout out again for our audio listeners that may not have heard, but our TikTok blew up last week. We finally hit a video that went super viral. It was at over 1.4 million views the last time I looked, and then the following one after that was like almost 400K views of us reacting. And so the TikTok blew up, and we more than doubled our follower count, so we can go live over there now. So we're going to play around with that at some point too.
Yeah. So we have a little thing we can connect and just put a phone up there.
Exactly right. So we may mess around with some TikTok live stuff moving forward as we continue to try and grow all over the place. We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah. It's been fun the last few days watching that blow up.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
It was fun. So we appreciate everybody out there. We'll see you next week, though, with a brand new episode as always. And then again on Thursday night for Thursday Night Football. If you can come join, that would be fun. We would really appreciate it. But until then, we'll talk to you later. Take care of yourselves out there. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.